Hey guys, so the other day Colin asked, what is my favorite game character? And I'm pretty sure you guys already know, it's Sora. There's no hiding that. I love a ton of Kingdom Hearts characters, but since you guys expected that, probably, I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I've composed a top 5 game character list, and Sora is not on this list. He's on his own special list, just to make this more fun, because you guys are going to be totally in the dark about these 5 characters. I guess I could make a top 5 of just Kingdom Hearts characters, but maybe I'll save that for later. Okay, so I'm going to jump right into number 5. Number 5 is Mario. Colin said he liked Luigi, and he pointed out a bunch of personality traits. I don't like Mario because of his personality or anything like that. I just love Mario because of the Mario games. There are so many different Mario games, and I mean, he's the face of Nintendo. He can do anything, and he's done pretty much everything. It's crazy. Just all the different styles of games that he has is just, I mean, there's some that I really like, and there's some that I'm kind of like, I don't really like this one. But that's fine if I don't really like that one, because there's a ton others that I do like. Not only is there such a wide variety of Mario games were actually like the first game that I've ever played. Like Mario, I think Mario 3 or Mario World on the old, classic consoles was like the first games that I've ever played. And I'm talking like this is back when I was like 2 years old. Like I've been playing games my entire life, and Mario has always been there. Like my first console was an N64 with Mario 64. Like Mario is everywhere. So these next two for 3 and 4 are kind of from my childhood as well, and that's why I added them to this list. They are Jak from the Jak and Daxter series and Sly from the Sly Cooper series. I've played these games tons of times. Like I beat them and then I start playing them again. Like that's how it went when I was a little kid. Like these were my go-to games, and I played these a lot with my buddy Patrick. You guys know Patrick, and I just thoroughly enjoy the game. Like the way the characters are. How Sly has got his gang with his friends, and just Jak and Daxter having that duo thing. I mean, they're just from my childhood, and I can't really explain why I like them. I just really enjoy these games. So I think I'm just gonna lump those last 2 characters into number 4 together, just because I like them equally, and I can't really pick which one, and they kind of are the same because I like them because they're both from my childhood. That sounded pretty weird. Anyways, number 3. This one's gonna sound kind of weird. It's Pikmin from the Pikmin series. I was originally going to say Olimar, but, as we've seen from Pikmin 2 and Pikmin 3, the Pikmin can be led by anyone, so it's not necessarily Olimar that's the one that's special. But I really like the team aspect and, growing, all the Pikmin together and then using them as a team to take on little tasks. I really like how in Pikmin 2 and Pikmin 3 you can, split your leaders and do different things to get, the most efficient work done. This game is really good at teaching time management, which, I mean, back in the day, you always wanted to learn something at the end of your story. Like, what's the lesson to be told at the end of these stories? And I mean, the thing that comes out of Pikmin is that you need to work efficiently and not waste your time. And I really like that. And, it just makes you think about, how effectively you do things. Number 2, Link. I really like Link, or more so the Legend of Zelda games in its entirety. There's so many of them. Colin covered them in, his first video, I think, or maybe his third. I don't remember exactly. But, no, actually, I did it. He did Kingdom Hearts. I did Legend of Zelda. What am I thinking? Kya! But anyways, these games are great. I love them. They're so diverse in what they can do, and I mean, they're technically the same. Story-wise, it's like, oh, get these treasures and then save the day. But there's so much more than that. Comparing Twilight Princess to Wind Waker, they are completely different games. But I mean, it's still Legend of Zelda. The diversity in the games are just great. And I love that you can just spend hours on end just adventuring through, Hyrule Field and whatnot, just exploring and doing whatever you want. So guys, do you think you know who number 1 is? I'm guessing that you don't, because I already said that it's not going to be Sora. Number 1 is Neku. Neku is from a game called The World Ends With You on the Nintendo DS. It was later ported to the mobile devices, so you can get it on your phone now. Anyways, this game is crazy. The combat system in this game is so mind-blowing, it's hard to take in at first. You actually control 2 characters at once during your combat, and it's very confusing. You take one character on the top screen with the buttons, and then one character on the bottom screen with the stylus. It's really hard to get used to, and you can actually turn it to have one of the players be on auto, so that makes things a lot easier. I had to do that when I played the game just because I couldn't handle it. So the reason I like this game so much is because of its story. I think the story in this game is phenomenal, and it also has a phenomenal soundtrack as well. So the way the story goes is you play as Neku, and you enter what's called the Reaper's Game. And you have to survive the Reaper's Game for 1 week, otherwise you will be erased. And basically what erased means is you're no longer going to exist. And why didn't I just say die? Because you were already dead when you start this game. I know, crazy, right? So if you survive this week-long journey, completing all your missions, and then defeat the, I believe it's the composer or the director at the end of the week, then you get to be revived and live on. So what really makes Neku stand out to me is just his character growth throughout the game. And when you begin the game, he's so closed off and he hates everyone. He doesn't want to talk to anybody, he doesn't want to depend on anyone, even though in this game you have to have a partner to help you do these battles, which is why you control 2 characters during the fight. So slowly over the course of the game, Neku starts to trust his partner a little bit more, and he starts to open up a little bit more. And just the way that he progresses, with his personality and just, becoming a better person, I just love seeing that. It's a great story. So what I was saying before with Pikmin, you or your character have to learn something. You have to grow in some way in order for the game or story at least to make sense. And to actually see Neku grow up throughout this story and change who he is just, I really like it story-wise. So that's my top 5 list. What did you guys think? I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and now that I'm actually recording, I'm thinking of a ton of other characters that I really, really like, namely Joel from The Last of Us and Jodie from Beyond Two Souls. Those games are both great. They're for the PS3, and I believe that they're both getting a remaster for the PS4, or maybe they already have. I'm not 100% sure. But those are great games as well. I didn't put them on the list because I just thought of them right now. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. But before I say goodbye, I just want to answer Jake's question quickly. He asked me what I like to do during the winter, every year, kind of tradition-wise. And I guess I would say that would be ice skating or playing ice hockey. I've got a pond behind my house, and, ever since I've lived here, as long as I can remember, we've always skated on the pond and played hockey, with the neighbor kids, and I've always had a blast doing it. Also, the way Colin proposed his question in his last video, it made it seem like he was going to ask us what our favorite superpower was. Because, he was talking about how Cole from Infamous can shoot lightning, and he really likes that superpower. So I thought he was going to ask us that. And since he didn't, that's my question for you. Colin, Jake, if you could have a superpower, what would it be? And I mean, don't tell me, oh, I would want to be like such and such hero. I would want to be like this guy. Tell me like, oh, I would want to fly. Oh, I would want to shoot lightning like Colin was saying. Pick an actual power. Don't say, I want to be like this hero. So with that all said and done, that's going to conclude this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I kind of rambled on at the end there trying to get everything out. But anyways, have a good one.